Hey traders from around the world, what's going on? It's me, Jeremy Alexander Newsom, with your Monday Real Life Stock Review. Trust you're doing amazing, magical, fantastic, tremendously incredible. We got ourselves the SPY on the board, and you'll notice this is about the third time, at least recently, that some moving averages have come really close to crossing, and we just haven't quite gotten there. There's still all kinds of similarities over here and over here on the SPY, but today's candle was a very nice gap. This gap did occur on a weekly chart, but this is the daily chart right here. You had a little bit of a bearish candle yesterday, and the high was 299.39, and we opened at 299.42. So just barely getting above the high of yesterday is a big deal on the SPY. At least I think so. So overall, a slow creep higher still makes sense on the broader market, especially with today's gap. One of the main stocks that we played today was on AMD. A lot of traders making some gains on this one. For some, this was the only trade they took. I took a few other trades, but AMD was one of the only one that won as far as the day trade is concerned. Beautiful gap. I mean, this is a perfect gap and go, especially on a stock that gaps frequently. Earnings is around the corner on AMD, but you have a small little gap up, bearish candle here, moving averages have crossed bullish. So the overall direction and trend is more bullish than bearish anyway. And you could probably keep your eyes on AMD to continue. I'm really interested to see what actually ends up happening, but overall, kind of just keeping an eye on it. Tomorrow we could continue higher, we could retest. There's all kinds of things we could do. But if I pop in here to the hourly chart really quick on this, what I'm gonna be looking at is some type of pullback, some type of dip opportunity, and you know, it looks really nice. The trend looks gorgeous. So just excited to kind of see what type of pullback and dip opportunity we get on AMD. The other really big one that a lot of people are going to be keeping their eyes on this week is Tesla. The Tesla machine down 1.34% today. And what I'm really intrigued on about Tesla is actually the daily chart. So the daily chart on Tesla, you can have some bearish candles that are forming on a daily chart. So here we go. These are 3 bearish candles in a row. And what's really phenomenal and interesting about that is my viewpoint on Tesla. Most people expect it to gap down on earnings. But you'll notice that the moving average has crossed above. So you got a little bit of a bullish moving average cross here. And we have a very clean, super obvious resistance right there with some nice selling. Volume is only so-so on the selling side. But if we gap above here, there's really not much stopping Tesla at that particular point. There'd be a lot of shorts squeezed. There'd be a lot of shorts trapped. And man, that'd be a fantastic gap. Most likely on earnings, Tesla gaps down and gaps down somewhere into here and then fades higher. That still will be left unseen. I'm not entirely sure, but most likely, again, some type of gap and some buying would come in on Tesla. But of course, it could just keep selling off. I don't know. But if it gaps up, boy, oh boy, I think that could be a really good bullish gap and an opportunity to take advantage of on the bullish trade. So here's some trades that I lost on. Let's go look at 2 today. So I was down about an R on the day to take me down to about 9 Rs for October. And Netflix, this is one that I took more or less just to see if it would continue similar to yesterday. So you had a bearish candle. You had a really nice gap down on Friday. A lot of people thought that the bulls would take over, and they did not. We did the exact same thing today where we gapped down and it just did not continue lower. I tried it, just didn't work, and I'm actually quite happy with how I traded it. I was wrong more or less immediately on Netflix, but here's the 5-minute time frame. And once this candle came in, closed below the low of the day, my entry was there, my stop was up there, and I was out on this one in about 10-15 minutes. So pretty quick reversal, broke the support, nice little false trap, and then just immediately bounced, rotated. I could have flipped on this one, probably should have, and definitely thought about it, but my flip would have been entry above here, stop there. I would have gotten the R back for sure. I would have exited around there to get that R back on Netflix, and that would have put me up on the day if I did do that adequately, but oh well. The other one was IBM. Took an IBM bearish retest gap. So here's the 5-minute chart on IBM. My mistake on this one was just getting in too late. I actually set up the trade to initially get in right here with a stop loss up there, and was about 23 seconds too slow to typing that one in. So didn't get a chance to catch that little waterfall. But I did take this breakdown with a stop right there. Actually a little bit of a higher stop. Made a new low, and then just one white soldiered in my face. Very similar to Netflix, and just didn't bounce and just kind of kept going high. Well, didn't roll over and just kept going higher. So that was IBM. Really blue chip stock, right? Dividend paying company. People were buying the dip on this one, and you can see that we're down. Well, it was a retest gap from the other day, but it's a strong gap. So you have a gap below this candle on September 5th. It's actually a double gap action. So you got a little bit of a double gap. So pretty strong resistance in here. So I'll keep an eye on IBM. Most likely I'll get that R back. A little bit of a lower shadow. So if we gap up tomorrow, might play it long, and then eventually again expect a little bit of a rollover on IBM. We will see. But right now just things are hanging out. Those are the only trades I took today. We do have a swing trade on CBL. I think as soon as I pull it up, pretty much everyone in the world will be able to see how we're taking this trade on CBL. A little bit of a 4-day pennant pattern. Moving averages are bullish. Just looking at taking a breakout on CBL. And yeah, some good stuff overall, friends. So anyway, thanks so much for tuning in. If you guys have any specific requests for Wednesday, let me know. Get at me. I'll be more than happy, thrilled, and pleased to put something on the watch list and review it for your beautiful faces on Wednesday. But until now, between now and then, thanks so much for watching. You are all amazing. Love life, live life, and trade it. Bye.